What's good, fam? Let me put y'all on some wild tea that's been brewing in the hip-hop streets lately. Drake's been out here throwing so much shade at Kendrick Lamar, it's like a storm about to blow the whole culture sideways. For real, peep this. During his wildest festival run in London, Drizzy didn't just do his usual. Nah, he went up there and basically invited beef. He said, and I quote, 3 nights headlining, 3 different sets, 3 different vibes, name another artist that can do that and bring him up here and we can clash right now. That ain't just a flex, that's like a direct challenge. And guess who he was aiming at? Kendrick. You could feel the energy shift. The crowd got heated with them chants. Hey Kendrick, loud and clear. This wasn't just some casual subliminal jab. Drake was calling out the King of Compton live on stage. Now imagine the wildness. Drake, all calm and confident, even asked his homie for a shot mid-set saying, I'll drink to that, as the crowd kept riding that wave of disrespect. Then he hits them with this line, y'all thought y'all could knock the boy off for real? That right there, that's a major W in Drake's book if you ask me, but also a mad bold L depending on how you look at it. The internet exploded with the reactions. Some folks straight up felt embarrassed for Drake like, yo, why you gotta bring out the hate during your festival run? But others saw something else. Some fans said he was actually paying homage to Lil Wayne, how he ended his night one set on that UFO stage prop, singing Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, which is wild because it's like honoring music legends even while stirring beef. That duality, showing love to past greats while clapping back hard at a current peer, kept everybody guessing what Drizzy's actual move was. Is he a pure savage or an artist with layers? That's the question. But just when you thought things couldn't be spicier, on that side, Travis Scott jumped right back into the mix with some fire of his own. Travis dropped Jackboys 2, and son, he wasn't playing. On the track Champain Vacay, he spit some bars that sound like a direct response to Pusha T. He says, yeah man, I swear these old ends kill me. Know my YNs feel me? They just want the real me. Blue Bugatti, I'm dodging TMZ, made 100 off pushing T's, now my phone on DND. What that mean? For one, Travis is clapping back at accusations from Pusha, who ain't been shy on throwing those shots either. Pusha T came at Travis on the Clipse song So Be It, where he rapped, you cried in front of me, you died in front of me, Calabasas took your BH and your pride in front of me. That's no small insult, that's a deep cut aimed at Travis' personal life and rep. See, what's fascinating is how these rap battles ain't just about who's got the hardest bars, but also about digging into each other's vulnerabilities. But Travis ain't no pushover. He came prepared. That line about made 100 off pushing T's ain't just wordplay. It's a flex about climbing out this beef stronger, making that money and dodging the media drama. And phone on DND, that's him saying, I'm not here for that noise. I'm focused on my grind. There's some real humility and hustle wrapped up inside the bravado. Peep this though, the timing of all this ain't random. Drake's wildest antics and Travis's album both dropped close, and it's like the game's got this new energy. The tensions between these legends aren't simmering anymore. They're spilling out on full display for us. This isn't your typical rap clash over who got the better verse. Nah, this is multi-layered competition with their legacies, respect, and street cred on the line. And let me hit you with this. While fans are picking sides, the media's just eating this beef up like it's Sunday dinner. Every comment, every shot fired becomes a headline. You can't scroll through social without seeing hot takes debating who's the real W or biggest L here. Some even started wondering if Drake's calling Kendrick out live was just a publicity stunt to keep both their names trending, cause beef in the rap game always sells, but real friends, real respect, that's on another level. But yo, before I get too deep into the rumors and debates, let me let you in on something. This ain't the first time Drake and Kendrick have danced around the edges of rivalry, but the way he handled it at Wireless, that's different energy. It's like smoke signals turning into a full-on bonfire. You gotta ask yourself, why now? What's Drake's bigger play here? Is he tired of playing the nice guy, or does he really feel Kendrick's been disrespecting the culture, or even him personally? That's the kind of question no one's really answering for sure. Hold up though, real quick, before we move on, if you're feeling the vibe so far and want to stay up to speed on the latest clashes, rumors, and deep dive analyses on the biggest hip-hop drama, do me a favor and hit that subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next, because we're about to break down even more jaw-dropping moments, and it only gets juicier from here. All right, now let's get back in it. While Drake's out there flexing with those triple nights and shining like the main act he is, the Kendrick response, or lack thereof, has fans shook. Kendrick ain't been silent, but he's also not biting back publicly yet. That silence? Bro, that's his own kind of message in the rap game. Some say he's playing it smart, letting his music do the talking later. Others think maybe Kendrick's just above that noise, not wanting to stoop to Drake's level. But some corners of the culture, they see the lack of response as a miss, a rare Drizzy W. The man put Kendrick up on the spot in front of a huge crowd and Kendrick just ghosted. That leaves a lot of questions, and those questions, they keep the convo cooking. Now let's flip the script and look at Travis Scott and Pusha T. Those two been at it for a minute, but what Travis just did on Jackboys 2 inches is more than a quick jab, it's a full-on address. Travis hinted at Pusha's digs while flexing his own success hustle, showing he ain't fazed by those old school shots. Plus, throwing in lines about dodging TMZ, man, that's a whole mood. It's like Travis saying, I see y'all throwing shade, but I'm too busy winning to be caught up. This is a mature play masked as a diss track, and that's the difference. Travis ain't just clapping back trying to start drama. He's showing he's evolved beyond that distraction. Pusha T, on the other hand, he's known for those venomous bars that cut deep, and bringing up some real personal stuff from Travis's past, that's next level. But is it a W for Pusha, or does it attract more chatter than respect? It makes you wonder if these throwback, aggressive bars still hit as hard in today's rap climate, or if they just keep the old beefs alive while newer artists step up with different styles. And here's the kicker. While all this back and forth goes on, we gotta ask what it means for the culture. Is this the resurgence of that golden era rapper beef that fueled creativity and legendary albums? Or is it just a cycle of drama for views and clicks with little impact on the music itself? From Drake's festival flex to Travis's lyrical sparring, the game's got that classic spicy energy again. But the plot thickens, fam. I'll say this, some insiders believe Drake's wireless stunt could be setting the stage for a future collaboration or maybe a massive showdown. Don't laugh, sometimes these public jabs are just the prelude to something bigger. Or maybe it's Drake pulling a masterclass in hype building. He's always been smart with his moves, knowing exactly how to keep people talking. And who knows, Kendrick might just be plotting a silent comeback that knocks everyone off their feet. Same with Travis and Pusha. What sounds like beef today could turn into a collab tomorrow. The rap game loves redemption stories and surprise partnerships. That's the power of real artistry, turning conflict into gold. So keep your eyes peeled, cause this right here, it ain't just gossip. It's the lifeblood of hip hop, evolving right before our eyes. And as always, I'm here breaking it all down for y'all. Stay tuned, cause the next chapters of this story are gonna hit harder than you think. Alright, let me break it down for y'all. The scene with Drake and Kendrick is mad layered. See, Kendrick's silence after that wireless stunt, that's not just chilling, that's a power move in itself. Kendrick been through so much with media and fans trying to put him in boxes, and this time, he ain't giving Drake that reaction. Nah, he's low-key letting the moment breathe. You gotta respect that kind of poker face in a game full of wild cards. But yo, it also leaves fans hanging, speculating nonstop about what the Kingpin's next move is gonna be. Is he recording burn tracks in silence? Maybe cooking up an album that answers Drake without even saying a word? Only time will tell. But fam, that quiet is loud as hell in this battle. Now, flipping the page to Travis and Pusha T, this back and forth ain't no casual Twitter jab or some petty Instagram snap. These two are digging personal dirt like it's archaeology. But Travis handled his reply like a boss. He didn't just throw shots. He flexed his way out of the negativity, showing he's making racks off this whole situation and keeping his focus tight. That's some grown man energy right there, turning a beef into a bankroll. But Pusha T's bars are like surgical strikes. When he speaks, it stings because he ain't sugarcoating nothing. He's the veteran who knows exactly how to hit where it hurts and leave no doubt he's still king of that lyrical cage. But here's the twist. Does all this beef actually push hip hop forward, or is it just noise to keep fan bases divided and algorithms hyped? I ain't gonna lie, some of it is death the latter. We seen beefs turn into dramas that overshadow the music, making everything about the shade instead of the art. But then again, some classic beefs birthed legendary projects and inspired artists to elevate their craft beyond what we thought possible. This new wave beef might be raw, but it could spark something fresh, something that shifts the culture in a real way. That's why it's wild watching these moments unfold live. Drake's wireless performance wasn't just a concert, it was a statement, a line in the sand for his legacy. But that line shakes the ground because Kendrick ain't the type to fold or fake a response just because cameras are rolling. He's calculated, strategic, and his artistry speaks volumes. So while Drake got that immediate win with the crowd hype, Kendrick's silent chess move could cost Drizzy dearly down the line if a killer response project drops. Meanwhile, Travis and Pusha's beef ain't just about bars and tracks. It's about reputation and respect. Travis tried to show he's above the drama with his phone on D&D flex, but Pusha's harsh lines cut through like a razor. It's a conflict between old school savagery and new school finesse. Who wins? The culture, if it embraces this clash and pushes all of these artists to tap deeper into their creativity and truth. Yo, real talk. Sometimes these beats make you realize the rap game ain't just about music or fame. is about pride, legacy, and survival. Drake, Kendrick, Travis, Pusha, they're giants. And when giants clash, the earth shakes. We fans are just here getting front row seats, but it's easy to forget the pressure these cats under, balancing public image, personal growth, and staying real to their roots. Before we wrap this up, let's talk about what could have been done differently. Drake might have flexed hard, but dropping those jabs where Kendrick couldn't even clap back publicly, that's risky. Like, you gotta factor in the respect Kendrick commands. Sometimes poking a sleeping lion ain't the smartest move if you plan to come out the same. Maybe there was a cooler way to flex those triple night shows without igniting full-on beef. Like, let the music talk, or a respectful nod that doesn't drag another legend's name through the mud on your stage. That approach could have earned more respect and less headache from fans and media alike. On Travis and Pusha's side, maybe they could throw punches, but keep personal details out the ring. We all know that personal jabs get messy fast and don't always create better art. Sometimes they just create drama. If they focused on lyrical skill and storytelling exclusively, the beef might have been sharper and less bitter, opening doors for future collabs instead of more chaos. But nah, that raw edge is what keeps hip-hop real. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it ain't ever really gonna go away. The drama, the doubles, the clapbacks, they're all part of the game's DNA. And honestly, sometimes watching these seasoned artists battle it out with bars and bravado is the only kind of entertainment that can touch that gritty realness. So, what's next for our trio? Kendrick might bless us with silence for now, but if history's anything to go by, his next move will be fire. Travis and Pusha, they're proving the old school and new school beefs can coexist and maybe push each other to new heights, all while keeping fans on edge. And Drake, well, Drizzy's always plotting, so expect him to flip the script when the time's right, because we all know he ain't just about following trends, he's about setting them. And let me close out by saying something real. While we get hyped on drama and celebrate wins and losses like playground fights, remember the heart of this culture is music, expression, and storytelling. These guys are artists first, and sometimes the noise outside is just the fuel that sparks their greatest work. So keep your mind open, your ears ready, and don't get too caught up in the shadow boxing. The real art always shines through. All right, fam, if you vibe with this deep dive and want to ride with me as I break down all the heat coming out of hip-hop's front line, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a drop. Trust me, this is just the beginning. We got more wild stories, crazy takes, and truths coming that'll keep you locked in and always hungry for the next chapter. Until then, keep it 100, stay woke, and remember, it's all love for the culture, no matter the beef. Peace out.